Here, sisters, are you ready?
We are ready.
All right. Hello, sisters. My fiance is proposing we get married this December, but I feel like ending it now. He came home to ask for my hand in marriage last year, and we've bought almost everything on the list, including our rings. But unfortunately, I'm scared I'll not be happy if this is executed. We started dating during my senior high school days, and I'm done with tertiary and have been working for 2 years now. He has invested a lot in me and my education. However, my husband-to-be still sees me as a little girl and not a matured woman. Hence, disregards my contributions during decision making and compares me with his 12-year-old niece. Whenever he gets angry, he uses piercing insults, loud tones, and expects me to always apologize first, even if it's his fault. He doesn't communicate very often. I always do the calling. It's been a week since I decided not to place the call first, and he hasn't bothered calling. We've talked about it several times, and he doesn't see the need. I hate his temper and dictatorship. I don't want to be broken anytime he's angry. I feel I owe him a lot too. I'm confused. I don't know if I should leave or manage. Since everyone is looking up for the ceremony. Sisters, please help me. I could just give you straight answers, but you know. Sisters, Dr. Etel, let's start with you. What do you think?
Right. I like all the expressions you gave, the full stops and all. It says a lot. And so first of all, yes, I can understand that she is confused. I think that a lot of people find themselves in this place, a lot of females most especially, where you receive help and it gets to a point where you are seeing things that reveal that you shouldn't be here. And you think that, no, I owe this person so much, you know. And yes, it's easy, you know, when you're sitting back to say that, oh, just go. But I understand where she's coming from. Absolutely. It can be difficult. You know, you ask the question of at what point should we, you know, look into these things and not make it graduate to the point where it's almost about marriage and now you are, you know, crying loud and all of that. I think it's important to state that we should really, when we start a relationship, and I'm happy this is a relationship, not marriage yet. It's a good time to talk about this, even though it's very close to the marriage time. It's important that we always, when we start a relationship, know that it is the time where you gather data to make a decision. The fact that you have said yes to somebody, oh, okay, let's be in this relationship, does not mean that it must end in marriage. That's one in this case. Yes, we are in a relationship. The good thing is to, at the beginning, the very time you begin, everything should be something you are gathering information to use, looking at the person that you are working with. Because it's not just we having a relationship and having fanfare until we marry. No, it's a period where we are studying each other. I think that we do not give it that diligence and commitment enough. And that's how come we get to situations like this where, you know, we have worked for so long and we are almost at the point of, you know, taking the final step, and then we think that, no, we have to go back. Having said that, I would want to address the issues that she's confronted with here. Yes, so you are dealing with a disrespectful situation first, and where you are being insulted, you are being treated in ways that is not dignifying. I think that's something that should make you pause and think again. So I'm happy that she's really identified that as an issue. Secondly, it should be a partnership. a relationship leading to marriage is supposed to be a partnership. So where you are being treated like a child is a no-no. That's something you should not be tolerating, something that you need to really deeply consider, because this is now. In fact, in a relationship, it's supposed to be a lot more fun because the love is fresh and all of that. And even here, you are being treated like a child, a 12-year-old. That is so much disrespect. That shows that he doesn't see you as an equal. And remember, in marriage, you're supposed to become one. So if at this point where you are preparing to enter that stage, he is not treating you as one, that's a huge red flag that you should, consider before you enter. And then also, I think that, you should, put all these together and make a firm decision. And the part where you talk about, yes, you owe him so much, I don't think that they measure. Maybe it's high time you write down the things you want in a relationship and look at what you are getting here and begin to compare whether that's what you are actually getting. And then now compare it to what he has spent on you. I always say that people spend, or when you are in a relationship and someone is spending on you, it's not as if he is just doing it so that you will marry him. I think that he's also enjoying something from you. And so it's a give and take. The fact that he took you through school, it's not enough for you to marry him. And it's not enough for him to be treating you the way he's treating you and still expect you to marry him. I don't think it's a guarantee for marriage. Be shouting
like a madman.
Exactly. You have paid my fees. That's beautiful. But
thank you.
I'm not here because I want you to pay for this and that. If you have done that, that's awesome. But I still need to do the right thing for, a long-lasting relationship. It's not payment for my time in your marriage. So I think that she needs to really consider that.
All right, Rosie.
So usually I'll do plenty talking before, but this one, let me start with the advice. And I'll go and
do the talking later.
The advice is don't do it.
Don't get married.
Don't get married. It's as simple as that. You see, growing up, we go through different cycles of expectations when it comes to who we are settling with. So when you're in secondary school, sometimes there's sheer fact that the person is probably in uni or older than you. It gives you a sense of security. And sometimes you can even feel like you're dating a mature person. You have all kinds of expectations. Then at some point, you also want somebody who is handsome, because you want to, when you're talking about your friends and your friends are pointing their boyfriends, you want to point a very cute person. Then when you start you also advance past tertiary, you start working, you realize that there are more important things than just looking good. So people start looking for people who would probably path a way for them in terms of their career paths and all that. So what I'm thinking is that while she was in secondary school, because she was younger and a little naive, she probably just looked at looks, looked at the fact that the person was more mature and the person can give to her something that she lacked at the point. And that made this guy a good choice for a partner. At that age, I don't know whether you are of sound mind or you have explored enough or you have thought about it through to decide who you want to spend the rest of your life with. And sometimes we make certain promises to ourselves and to the people, and then we hold ourselves to it. And because of that, if you find it very difficult, even when you are staring at all these red flags, to even say, no, you won't do it. Because you feel like I promised him, and I told him this, and based on that, he also took care of me. Listen, even in employment, your employer employed you, you even signed a contract that, oh, I'll be paying this. If you are tired and you want to leave, you can leave. You can leave. So there's no engagement that you can't leave. Even marriage that you have contracted and signed, when you realize that this is not good for me, you can leave. Yeah. So where there's no contract binding it, you are not married to the person, and you've realized that, no, there are so many red flags staring at me. You see, I keep saying this all the time, that it's easier to leave a relationship than to leave a marriage. A relationship, you carry your bag, a few people will call you, what happened, what happened. If you like, you can talk. If you like, you can't talk. Marriage, even after the families have decided that I want the two of you to be apart, the court can now decide that, look, I don't think that the two of you are ready to be separated yet. I want you to convince me that you can stay 2 years apart before I would even attempt to grant you a divorce. So it's very difficult to leave a marriage than to leave a relationship. So when we are staring at all these red flags, you have to run and not cement that, how do you go? I don't want the adjective to use, that kind of toxic relationship with a marriage certificate. Now, the things he's doing, one, he's comparing you to his 12-year-old. It means that in his eyes, you are still a child.
Yeah.
He will never respect your opinions. He will never give you an opportunity to be heard. Look, what you want, what you don't like, your opinions, nothing will matter to him.
Doesn't matter.
Number two, he shouts at you and yells at you. It means that, you know, he doesn't have any form of, respect for you. I don't know whether he too is also marrying you because he feels like, oh,
he wants a child.
He wants a child, or he wants a virgin, or he wants
a good girl. A
good girl, somebody who has not seen. He wants somebody he can dominate, he can control. So this person is most likely a control freak, because even without comparing to a 12-year-old, even if you compared your girlfriend to even another woman of the same age in pool, it is still wrong. You cannot compare somebody you are supposed to share life with somebody else. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Number three, see, you've lived, I'm sure from secondary school, you've gone to uni, you've worked like 2 years. I don't put you past 24. So if you have 3 scores and 10, God willing, it means that technically you have another 46 years that you want to be locked up with this gentleman. And I'm sure already you feel like you are old already. So imagine doing that times 2. That is the length of years you spend with somebody who will never appreciate you, who will never want your opinion, who wouldn't want to listen to you, will not have to compare you to his 12-year-old niece, and maybe even babies who are yet to be born, and in future may even compare you to your own child. So for me, I think that some of these red flags, these ones are too glaring for you to ignore.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that if you ignore it, you live to pay the price.
Right.
I will tell you for free without even sugarcoat, because I'm very careful to say leave a relationship or leave a marriage. I'm very careful to do that. But looking at all these red flags, for once I'll hit my chest and say that
leave.
Don't even go through with it. If you have to convince family members that you don't want to, if they want to, look, luckily you are working, so now you can earn your own money. If they say they don't take care of you again, it's okay, apologize, whatever. Because listen, and when he's taking care of you, you see, sometimes we place so much value on money. That's why a man will look at his wife's face and tell the wife that I'm the one who provides for the house, I'm the one who does this. But your wife is basically making sure that your home is run. The care for the children, the moving around, making sure that foodstuffs don't, making sure that water is always in the house. All of those things. If you had paid help, you would have been paying the person. So at the end of the day, you put
I still think women should be paid, even housewives.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that we put so much value on those who, like the one who's less, that one is a different conversation, but the fact that you are paying money, but there are lots of things that are valuable that you can't even use money to buy. Look, even you can even pay a help, even 2,000 cedis to take care of your children. If that help maltreats your children, call. So if you have a mother who says, look, let me give up my work. And sometimes if, for instance, if in my normal employment, let's say, just for discussion purposes, I can earn like 10,000 at work. And because I can earn like 10,000 at work, but because we have a child and you want the best care for the child, you tell me, oh, baby, I think that I need you to be at home to take care of our children. Now, let's look at opportunity cost. That is 10,000 lost. Now, even though you are spending maybe another 8,000 or 6,000 to take care of me and the family, what you should know is that my being there is costing me a 10,000 that I could have been earning. So we place so much emphasis on the monetary exchange, and we lose sight of the other things that may be valuable, time spent. And the way this man is domineering, I'm sure this girl has washed his clothes. This girl has probably cooked for him. And if they are intimate, he's been giving him all manner of. And the way he's dominating, I can tell that he doesn't even listen to her in the bedroom. So most likely, she's even going through an intimate sessions that she's not even enjoying. And all of that is monetary value. She is suffering. Look. So to be honest with you, don't think that the exchange is one-sided. You're also bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
Just that you can't quantify it and put money on it. So you don't. So look, my dear, don't lock yourself in this union. I'll tell you for free. If you do it, you come back again and send us messages that the remedy will give you be more laborious, more taxing. You need to do more. You need to prepare yourself more. The exit plan is so. Look, don't do it. You are lucky you've seen all of these red flags in time. So please, the long and short is cafe.
Don't do
Right.
it.
So now, one question. Does pay my school fees actually give you the right to treat me anyhow?
Absolutely not.
No,
Not at all.
it doesn't give you the right. But you see, from the very onset, if the paying of the school fees was a favor done the person, but there are some people that have arrangements with, let's say, the child's mother or the child's father, that I'm paying your child's school fees so that I would marry her in future. And there's some form of agreement. So it doesn't give you the right to treat the person anyhow. But sometimes people take care of people with expectations that, okay, fine, we have an agreement. I'm going to take care of your child, and the expectation that after she finishes and she's here, then she'll be my wife. And the parents agree, probably on behalf of the child or something. But at the end of the day, me, I'm just thinking, look, listen, there's nothing worth more than your peace. Yeah, you have no peace with this gentleman.
I'm thinking that, I mean, that whole arrangement, we should begin to, you know, I'm doubting if it really does happen this way, that you arrange with the girl's father. I'm thinking that is fading away a bit. And maybe when we are being dashed this money, payments or fees are happening, can we question, I mean, talk about this whole thing? I mean, so that you know the person's expectations and, you know, issue a disclaimer. Look, with all these payments that are happening, if at some point this is not what I want to do, it will not go on. So that if he wants to back out, he would. No, because I don't see why, because sometimes it's as if it's deception. You know that, okay, I'm not enjoying this relationship, but because he's paying, okay, let me do it until he's done.
But she didn't ask him to pay.
Yes, but I'm saying that moving forward.
Yeah, it's a give and take. It's like asking, I'm paying your school fees, but what do you bring to the table? She brings a lot to the table.
No,
she brings
that's at the
emotional
relationship
stability to
point.
Yeah, I think,
but you see,
I think it's a give and take. You bring something, I bring something.
No, but let's look
But
at
he
this.
sees money.
Let's look at a real scenario, like real life scenario, where your parents don't have. You are very brilliant. You are trying to get someone to help you. At that point where you have somebody who can help you, me, I'm just asking you, is it now that your Mbofo, you know what, this thing that you're doing for me, you know, if it's because you want to marry me, then it's okay, take it. No, let's be very realistic that at some point, you are not in a position to negotiate. And that is why some men too would decide that I'll marry you, now.
Those are the issues we need to stop.
But I'm saying that, so for me, my problem is, it would be nice for everybody to be able to take care of themselves so that we don't have such issues. But let me also be realistic, that there are people who are faced with real challenges.
Real life situations.
And then there are people who offer this thing to them, and they are not in the position to bargain, negotiate, tell you what they want, what they don't want. The good thing is that once you have done it and you've gotten to a certain stage, it's not perception, it's called growing up.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not deception, it's called growing up. Once you've gotten to a certain stage where you can fend for yourself, where you know better, sometimes there's a way you can even dialogue with the person involved. Then the person know that, look, I know we plan on doing this, but these are my issues. And sometimes when you bring yourself to reason like an adult, that's when they treat you like an adult. So you can have situations where a person will have children. He will treat some of them like they are grown. You treat someone else like they are children because of how
They think.
they
too.
think and how they act. So if you don't bring yourself to that matured table to have matured discussions, he will continue to treat you like a child. You'll be surprised that the day you open your, like, I always use the name Akwesi, I don't know why. Akwesi, you know what, we're getting married in December. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate what you've done for me over the period. But come to think about it, I wouldn't want to be in a marriage with you, the current you. These are your expectations for marriage. You treated me like this, I don't like this. And when you're able to dialogue and say these things with him, and maybe he might...
Akwesi will change.
He might be defensive in the beginning, he might be this, but if he's somebody who probably just mistook you for a young person and was probably just doing these things because when you were in secondary school, he used to come to work or school. Have you done your homework? Have you done this? Have you done that? So that kind of, that habit has grown into something bigger. So if he's somebody who truly cares about you, he'll probably think about it and come to the sense that, you know what, just maybe she's grown and I've been pushing too much. So I need to give her the respect that she needs. But when he comes back later and now, like, who are you? Who do you think you are? You, when I was taking care of you, where were you? Oh, then you ran, Otilo.
Right.
Sometimes you don't have the opportunity to run. No.
Why?
Those are the situations where we find this man being aggressive and they can even unalive you. Trust me. For me, from where I am coming from, I mean, if I knew some of the things, you know, that I was going to face because of those, I would honestly
Not take chances, yeah.
because it gets too far. And these people put in so much. To be honest, fine, at some point, take it. But also when you begin to see that he's doing this and he's putting so much into this because of what he wants to gain, please, I think, back out. Sometimes you think that's all your destiny helper, but God might have somebody else.
Right. Anyway, we have some comments here on this issue. Young Success is saying people are focusing on financial support, forgetting that the lady is already suffering from mental stress based on what she described. My question is, what will happen when she gets into the marriage? Mental health should come first. I agree.
Yep.
Gilmore Pessie Oheneba is saying, have a calm, honest conversation with him. If he keeps doing it, then step back. Your mental health matters more than love. Pray for a kind man. Marriage should be about peace and happiness. I like that it's men that are actually putting this out, talking about mental health. Nice. Flora Smart said, manage if you must, but remember, depression is real. Flora, you're making me laugh.
Stop
depression
that.
is real, but she should manage.
No, she's being sarcastic.
Maybe.
She's saying that, okay, if you want to go ahead with it, you can manage. But just remember that
this
depression
is not manageable.
is real.
All right. Bernice Ofori is saying, talk to your parents and leave. Peace out. Lion Ba Emmanuel is saying, tell him your fears. If he refuses to change, don't marry him. Agnes Sakodia is saying, too many red flags to ignore, sis. Marriage is not a joke. Talk things through and consider putting plans on hold. I'm concerned that you feel you owe him. You don't owe anybody.
You don't owe him anything.
Does he use that against you in arguments? If he does, take a break. Don't call him and see if he genuinely wants to marry you. He should be showing you love now. Maybe you've been together for too long and over familiarity has led to resentment. And if you resent me, I don't think we should get married.
Pronto.
Does he even understand your love language? Very important. Wamade is saying, be careful not to create problems for yourself. When you were enjoying his support, you didn't complain about his temper. But now you are independent, you are. Find ways to work out with him. Nope. Nope.
I disagree.
Nope.
That's what people always
I
say.
feel like especially men, they would come in this way saying that because I spent for you and you enjoyed it. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's what the whole thing is about give and take. When you were spending for me, I was giving you something. Probably she was even giving her body. Anyhow.
Peace of mind.
At any time. Even her mental health has gone inside. So she even gave her mental health. So Nanabna is saying, so after enjoying his benefits, you are seeing the red flags. Be careful. Nanabna, you're not in her position. And I don't think you're in a position to tell her that she enjoyed it, because sometimes from the outside...
She probably endured it.
Yes.
You never know.
And sometimes from the outside, it looks like people are enjoying it.
Yes.
Until you wear their shoes, you will realize that, that you don't even want to be in that position.
Yeah.
Imania is saying, you know how you feel. This is your decision. Your happiness comes first. No one else will enter that marriage with you. Protect your sanity. Well, those are some of the messages that we have on this letter. Let's take a quick break and we will be right back with the next letter.
Magic pepper and onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenyi na da da da. So pa mediane no abe.
Come on, Gino, do your magic.
And papa no kunu abefi.
Tasty magic.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness. Ministering live, Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabby Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and Channel 1 TV.
All right, it's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV, and if you're listening, it's City 97.3 FM. Let's get straight into the second letter. Dear sisters, I've been married for a year and everything was perfect until my husband traveled abroad last month. While he was away, I started spending more time with my handsome father-in-law. One thing led to another, and we ended up having an affair. Now, I'm pregnant, and it's his. He says I should pretend the baby is for my husband, since we were intimate just before my husband traveled. Should I lie? Should I abort? Or should I confess? I'm confused and ashamed. Sisters, please help me. Rosie. Rosie.
God forgive you. You see, I said, when I hear stories like this, I get depressed. Mm-hmm. I get depressed because we live in a world where we've always said it's a man's world. Mm-hmm. Women are not being treated fairly. A lot of men are mentally or socially abusing their wives, emotionally abusing their wives. We talk about it. Now even the physical cheating crap, people are now normalizing it, and it's hurting a lot of women.
Yeah.
So we come and sit here and we talk about it. It's when you meet women who do things that bring complete disgrace and it brings nothingness to the whole
Struggle.
To the whole struggle, it annoys me.
Yeah.
Because it's like somebody will start saying, hey, you see, giving the opportunity, this is what you do.
Yeah.
Or you can, what makes you so sure that you're not even doing it? Because then it defeats everything that people have fought hard for. How? Look, listen, and I keep saying, look, when you marry fresh, within the first couple of years, nothing should go wrong. If the marriage was something that both of you wanted, nothing should go wrong. I can't picture in the first year you looking elsewhere. Nothing, because at the time, unless of course it's not, you married for other reasons, maybe for status or for, maybe you just like the family name or you just hated your father's surname and you wanted to change it quickly. If you marry for some, but ideally if you married properly, I don't see what challenge you face in the first year that will get you to even look outside, much more your father-in-law. You see, there are crimes you can commit. I've said it before that if I ever caught my husband cheating and maybe he traveled on a trip to Zabzugu and he met somebody and, you know, it happened and he wiped his mouth and came to Accra. But he didn't know that I have a colleague who has a friend who has a friend who knows the person, and I got to find out by mistake. Of course, I'll be disappointed. But it won't be reason for me to raise hell. But when you see that it's in your 18, it's a different ball game altogether. Like it's in your space. Somebody you work with, your family member, your close friend, somebody that you know you can see. It changes the whole dynamics of the conversation because it moves from just cheating to disrespect. So for me, this person is not just in your 80s. This person is not just your friend. It's not just your colleague. But this is your husband's father. And you were able to lie down, open up, and take him in. Willingly, wholeheartedly. And the only problem is that you are pregnant. Not because you are feeling remorseful. Not because you are sad that it happened. Or not. You are not remorseful. You are just worried that you are pregnant. And whether you should pin it on your husband or... You see, it's very sad when I hear things like this. And your husband, you don't deserve your husband. You don't deserve your husband. You don't. And the thing is, you think that the man loves you. But the man has just seen somebody he can easily use. And is doing that. When the time is right, the man will use all of this against you with reference to his son. And that's when you know that when they say blood is thicker than water, it truly is thicker than water.
Okay.
So all I want to tell you is that, look, I'm not one to sit here and say abort, because you can abort one and never have a child again. So that's your decision to make. I won't encourage it or even discourage it. Whatever you have doing with the man, whatever decision you make, put a stop to it. That's all I can tell you. Put a stop to it.
But should she have the baby?
That's what I say, whatever she wants to do. You see,
I'm talking about the baby.
I can't even say if it were me, because I would do something like this. So I'm saying that whatever she wants to do, like,
if you want to have the baby,
you
your
want to have
business,
the baby,
but
if you don't want to have the baby, it's your business. Luckily or unluckily for you, the baby will share the same DNA as your husband. So you can always make a case. If you're a litigant, you can always make a case or something, but no problem. But the long and short is that whatever you have doing with your husband's father, put a stop to it immediately. Immediately. And I don't know how they're getting so close. Do they live in the same house?
probably, or he comes around.
Put a stop to it. Put a stop to it. Because what she doesn't know is that when the time is ripe, this man is going to use every escapade he's had with you against you with reference to his son. Mark it on the wall. He'll do that.
Etel.
Yeah, I think this is really a sad one. And more so because we are looking at betrayal of these two people against somebody they claim they love so much. The father you know, betraying his own son, and a wife betraying her husband in this way. And I agree with Rosie that yes, there are some things you can do. I mean, cheating is cheating, a wrong thing is a wrong thing, but sometimes the way you even go about it, it's a different level of pain that you introduce and a different level of, you know, hurt, and you can really damage somebody with this. So I think that I also not want to focus so much on the pregnancy, even though she claims that that is the real problem. But the problem here is the relationship that she's put herself in. It shouldn't have started in the first place. This man has crossed a line. Both of you have crossed a line that you should never have done. You know, it goes the same way with the incest and all of those. It's just, sometimes it's just unimaginable that people can bring themselves to do this and continue to do it, and you know, they are not looking for a way out until a problem comes like this, and then you know, they are running after this. So to the solutions, I think that you yourself have introduced 3 of them: whether to lie, to abort, or to confess. You know, of course, to lie would never, I mean, it sounds like, you know, one of the fast and very smart thing to do now to get yourself short time off it. But long term, this can be figured out, you know, in one way or the other. The guilt alone sometimes gives you away. The way you move about.
Well, this one, the way she is, I don't think the guilt will give her. She will keep it.
Well, you know, and the lie might solve a problem for a meantime,
Yeah.
but trust me, this can blow off, because sometimes the way you are into it, you forget yourself and do things that brings about suspicion, and that can put you into trouble. Abortion or not, I'm not able to say that too, and unfortunately I can't help you with that.
Why? There are safe abortions.
No.
But we have values, we have people's beliefs, we have a lot of things going on in this that I don't want to get involved into. I think that maybe talk to a therapist.
But do you believe in safe abortion?
I do.
Okay.
I do, even though I'm not supposed to say that.
No, no. I mean, like it's talking about safe
I'm
abortion.
Catholic, so
is also it's also part of sex education.
Yeah, but she said she's Catholic.
I'm Catholic, so I'm supposed to be a good Catholic. So
to be a good Catholic, you cannot have abortion.
No, we don't believe.
You don't believe in abortion.
No.
But do the men wear condoms?
No.
That one to know.
But
we believe in the traditional way.
God will give you when it's right.
Yes.
So
Right.
when you have 20s, because
look at the
God has given
calendar,
it to you.
do all of that.
Yes.
Yeah. When it comes, please bring out the baby safely for
as
for
a
us.
Catholic.
Yes, Catholics we do that.
Wow.
So it brings me to the last. It's my favorite. I always go for confession.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I
So
think
she should
that
go for confession.
confession to your husband.
Oh, not to the father.
But what is that to
The
confess
father.
to the father?
No, I
the
mean,
father
like,
knows.
Imagine she's Catholic. Will you tell her to go to
confession.
confession?
No,
That's a whole different issue. After she's, you know,
Or confess to God?
yes, can confess to God. But for now, I'm talking about getting herself
To
out
confess
of-
to the man.
to the man she'd married to.
And you know the marriage is over, right?
It should be over. This marriage shouldn't be. I mean, you can't expect to have a good marriage and all the, you know, good things in a marriage on a lie, on betrayal. I think that she should come out of it, and to come out of it is to begin with truth. So she should make that attempt.
And unfortunately, there are some decisions or there are some actions once you take, no matter how sorry you are, no matter how much you confess, there are consequences that you need to face.
Yes.
So even though you may be forgiven. So for instance, if she confessed to the husband may forgive her, but there are consequences.
Huge.
He will never forgive you. He will never forgive you.
Yes.
It will
Either
never be
that,
the
never
same.
trust you again, or don't want to be with you. But the thing is that, you see, sometimes confessions are actually, to confess is a selfish way of
Admit
healing.
other person.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you see, when you have guilt on your head, it's a very difficult load to carry. Sometimes when you confess, the first 24, 48 hours is critical. It's hurtful, it's painful. But beyond 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, you learn to live with it and deal with it. After all, you've confessed. Nobody can hold anything against you again. But when you try to keep a secret, this man has this secret of yours with him that he can use to blackmail you
the
anytime.
father-in-law?
Yeah, the father-in-law.
Yeah.
Can blackmail her anytime, any day.
Yes.
So sometimes a confession is difficult.
So he might still be like, oh, let's do another one. If you don't come, I'll tell him.
I'll tell him, yes.
And already he suggested that they should pin it on the son.
How can a father say? You see, a father who says something like that, it tells me the caliber of father you are.
Father, he is.
You're not responsible.
Yes. So for me, I'm just thinking that confession is better, but for the abortion day, me, if I were in her shoes, like I said, I would not be in her shoes because I will not do that. But there are times when you have to do the thing before you send a message.
No, I don't understand.
Because if you think about it small, no, me, you won't do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go and do it before you send a message.
Yeah.
I'm just saying something. I'm not saying me, but sometimes.
Anyway, we have some messages here concerning this letter. Okain Kwafo Akoto is saying, and listen to this, guys. This is interesting.
We are listening.
In short, your son or daughter's stepfather is also their stepbrother. And their father is actually their grandfather, who happens to be your father-in-law. And you are married to your child's stepbrother.
Oh, boy. That's a lot.
That's quite a family
That's
puzzle.
too much.
Right.
much,
So
too
Mr.
much.
Lover Dako is saying, my sister, please confess. And Barry Makwesi Samuel said, this is a big shame. For the sake of peace and happiness, end it and move on with your husband. So where does the child go?
Yeah.
You cannot move on with the husband. She's pregnant. Let's remember that.
This is just a lot.
Agnes is saying, what kind of madness is this? Please just leave this platform. Shame on you. Do you know about family planning? That's another one. I know I hope your husband finds out and divorces you.
I hope so, too.
And Abdul Musawir is saying, abort the pregnancy. Quick one. Celia Bulu Asari, abort it. She will definitely go back to the... So he's saying that you should abort it, but they know that you will definitely go back to the old man again.
Yes. and she'll
Women
get
of
pregnant
today,
again.
nope, it's
You
one
see?
woman. Boy, this is a dangerous mix of bloodlines.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, so those are some of the messages that we have there. I think
So,
It's just unfortunate.
it's wild. She's a
yeah,
wild
I'm just
girl.
thinking,
And for
like,
her to have said a handsome, that means that this girl was nursing all of this even before the marriage.
Yes.
no,
happened. That's what I feel.
No, I have a very handsome father-in-law, but
Oh.
I've never even thought,
Ew.
imagined.
Yes, it's the way she brings
it's never
it out.
crossed my mind. You see, it's like certain things should not even cross your mind. You shouldn't even
Yes.
think it.
You should see him as a
Your
father.
father.
Exactly.
Take away the
As a
in-law.
father.
As
Because
a
if my
figure.
father is not there,
That's your
he
father.
can be the next person I should be talking to.
That's your father. It's just sad.
That's quite sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, sisters, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It was a very
Super.
interesting conversation that we just had
Yeah.
here. And as always, thank you for being part of this show. I mean, without you, how will we help people navigate this? Because even this last one, like this, is so hard to navigate.
It's so
but
hard.
I think we still found ways to go about it, you know. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, I'll be sharing my final thoughts.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah?
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof soko.
Jollof soko. Tasty nye.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
You've seen nothing yet. This Big Brother Naija Season 10. It's 10 times the drama, 10 times the rivalry, and 10 times the game. This is certified. No zero, no minus. Big Brother Naija Season 10. Showing 24/7 on DSTV and on GoTV. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
In Ghana, West Africa, the mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. Work is always effective with NASCO Home Appliances. Good vibes only while you wait. The feeling hits very deep. Enijepa ewa NASCO fie. NASCO, bring home happiness.
Magic pepper and onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper, and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenyi na da da da. So pa mediane no abin.
Come on, Gino, do your magic.
And papa no kunu abefi.
Tasty magic.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
All right, welcome back. It's still Sister right here on Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM. So now it's time for me to share my final thoughts. But before we go into that, thank you to each and everyone that sent in their letters. Well received, and of course, we went through them, and I'm sure you enjoyed the conversation. Now, my final thoughts on the two letters. Okay, what I would tell the First Lady is that the fact that someone did something for you does not mean that you actually owe the person. And if you feel that, if deep inside you feel like you owe him, then have a conversation with him to say that, if you want me to pay you back, let me pay you back. And thank God you are working right now. Find a payment plan and then just give him back his money, if it's money that he wants. But then again, if you pay him, is he going to pay you for all the time that you also spent with him? Is he going to pay you for your mental instability and then your emotional, instability that you all develop? I mean, you develop because of being with him. He's not going to pay you that. So I don't even see the reason for you to even want to say he wants to pay, like, you owe him. You don't owe him anything, because I feel like if you get into that marriage, it's going to be worse. What you feel now, you're going to feel times 2, because this person is going to feel like, I have paid your bride price and I owe you, like I own you. You feel like you owe him, but it's going to be he owning you and doing whatever he can do to you. Already you're not married, but you are messed up psychologically, you're messed up emotionally. And let's not downplay the effects of having a destabilized mental health. Mental health issues are real, and especially in women, because we have a culture of silence. And that culture of silence is what you want to carry into your marriage. Saying, oh, people are waiting for us to get married, so probably I need to get married. Oh, I do not want to disappoint him because he has done this for me. But are you happy? Do you want to live with that? Do you want to have a family or have daughters and then live with that forever? Because your daughters need to look up to you as a hero, not look up to you as a weak mother. So it's better for you to not even continue with this relationship now that the issue of marriage hasn't been sealed yet. it's just better to walk out. And like I said, if he wants you to pay him back, then find a payment plan. And also let him pay you for your time. Let him pay you for your body. Let him pay you for all the psychological and emotional trauma that he has put you through. If he cannot pay that, then we are not paying anything, because it's a give and take situation when it comes to relationships. Anyway, let's get into the second one. The second letter, oh, it's wild. It's a wild one. You are actually a wild person for sending us this letter. Wow. Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you look at someone that can actually be your father, because your father-in-law is supposed to be like a second dad to you, and then sleep with him? It's a bit worrying. I feel like you entered the whole relationship having a crush on your father-in-law. Maybe it's your father-in-law that you wanted to get married to, or maybe you wanted to get closer to your father-in-law. Who knows? I think you're not telling us that part. But this whole thing it's just messy. Like the first message said, so basically you are going to be having a baby for the step brother of your kid, or your kids, maybe if you're carrying twins. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. The best thing for you to do is just walk out of this whole thing, everything, the whole relationship. If you want to keep your baby, good, but if you do not want it to, good. It's all your choice, your body, your choice. You're an adult. I mean, you were old enough to sleep around with your father-in-law, so you can be old enough to decide if you want to keep the child or not. But just have in mind that this relationship is over. This marriage is over. So it's just best to confess and just walk out. You know, take your L and just walk out. It's unredeemable. I will not tell you it's going to work, that the man is going to forgive. He's not going to forgive you, except it's something else, except he forced his way through. But from what it is, you enjoyed it. It was not anything about forcing. Anyway, good luck to you. Thank you so much. Good luck to you, and good luck on your new life. Anyway, thank you so much to Gino for holding us down always. Remember that all your rice meals and stews and sauces and soups need the magic touch, and that magic touch is Gino. So do well, go out there and get some Gino to give you that complete, delicious meal that you've always wanted. Thank you to the sisters, and also thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in. And I hope to see you next week at the same time right here. My name is Kata. Bye-bye.
DSTV means choosing.
Amazing acting.
Face friending while streaming.
Front row at the gaming and super fanning while on the going. Winning! Binging and blockbustering. While others are white ricing, you're jolloffing.
This looks so good.
With something for everyone. Anything is possible when you're DSTVing. Start today with all sorts of packages to match your...
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SME SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining Made in Ghana across every sector. The dates, Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
Me pay so dear me chame. Sister me dad dear me chibia na me am shishimi. Akuna ida. Me many te o sa me de me sakane me se. Me ida so te. Sika, se dia so da mu. Hwe, juju so wo mu. Bag de ho dia. Me ba bi free. So what hwe bag na ma. Mo na me hwe. Wow.
Sasa me nya kwanfo biem. Na na mo sole o.
Hey!
The people of West Africa are fighting an opioid crisis.
The task force is here to arrest one of the drug dealers.
Thousands of lives ruined by powerful and illegal pills, packaged as medicines, but sold on the streets. We set out to track the opioid route.
Tramadol.
Which is illegal.
Which is illegal.
And it leads back to my home country. Where do they come from?
India.
No one has ever exposed the pharmaceutical executives behind this deadly trade.
Yes.
5 million tablets.
So which companies are making and shipping these pills? Do they know they're driving a public health crisis? And who are the men making a killing at the expense of innocent people's lives?
This is very harmful for the head. I think this is wickedness.
BBCI Investigations goes undercover to expose India's opioid kings.
But now they deceive us.
My name is Surabhi Tandon, and I'm an investigative reporter from India. I've come to Kano in northern Nigeria to see the scale of Africa's opioid crisis. Local drug rehab worker Abu Bakr Metumaki has agreed to show me how opioids are ruining lives in his city, often the lives of children.
It's a time bomb, you know? Children, they can steal in the market. They can do anything to make money, to get drugs, you know?
A lot of kids and teenagers are abusing substances in the open. They just get on any opioid that they can easily obtain.
These children is a problem of poverty, lack of parental care. These children, they have to be in school. 8 years, 9 years, 10, 15, and now they are in the street.
Would you say that this problem is increasing?
The problem of children addicted to drugs is increasing because it doesn't have cure.
It's difficult to see such young kids taking opioids. But next, Abu Bakr wants to show me the damage these pills can do to long-term users. The following morning, we head to the addiction center where Abu Bakr volunteers, just outside the city. On the way, he explains that Nigeria's opioid crisis emerged more than a decade ago, when medicinal painkillers like tramadol started being taken as recreational drugs. The name tramadol is now used as a catch-all to describe a whole range of opioids that are used as street drugs. Nigeria is the biggest market for these pills in Africa. The majority of patients here are being treated for opioid addiction.
Most of them are victims of opium, tramadol.
It's estimated that over 4 million people in Nigeria are misusing some form of opioid, including tramadol. Some take it simply for the high, but many take it as a painkiller or to help them get through hard physical work.
Here, most of them are farmers. They don't have a lot of money to buy equipment, so they rather use manpower, that they rather use such drugs, for them to overwork themselves. Before they know, they become addicted.
Abuse of tramadol can cause nausea and vomiting, breathing problems, and seizures.
So I'm going to show you the facilities we have here. This is a toilet, as you can see. There is no running water, there is no door, This is the rooms. There is no bed, no light, no curtain, no any mosquito, whatever, And there is no any facilities, as you can see. This is where they slept,
As patients go into withdrawal, their craving for opioids intensifies. Without door locks or proper security, the staff resorts to extreme measures to prevent their patients from leaving to find drugs. Why are they chained?
The reason why we chain them is because they can run away,
Do they still try to escape?
Even if we lock, they can try to escape, but that's why we chain them.
Why doesn't the government give more support to centers like this?
There's a lot of challenges in the state, So most of the focus is not about the victims of drugs. I almost cry, Allah. I'm just, hold it, Yeah. Just hold this as a man. I almost cry, Yeah.
Abu Bakr showed me just one rehab center in one city. But opioid users are suffering like this all over Nigeria. In 2018, the government banned the sale of tramadol without prescription and cracked down on the import of illegal opioids. 7 years later, how are these drugs still getting into the country? I'm on my way to the Nigerian Drugs Enforcement Agency, known as the NDLEA. Driving to their headquarters, we go through one of their checkpoints. These patrols have become a common sight on the streets of Lagos.
What we have done is to ratchet up
the supply reduction through offensive action. We go out and seize all opioids wherever they are found, make the arrests of the perpetrators from the bottom level to the cartel heads, send them to jail and seize their assets. So it's a continuous effort.
The NDLEA told us that in 2023 they seized opioids worth more than $100 million. Much of it is kept in this secure warehouse. In Nigeria, the legal maximum dose of tramadol for medical use is 100 milligrams. But many of these packets contain much stronger pills.
This here, all this is a 225 tramadol.
Which is illegal.
Which is illegal.
The manufacturers state clearly on the packaging that these tablets contain more than double the legal dose.
This one is 100 milligrams. So actually the trick they use is they'll put this at the front. Then when you're examining the container, you see this as the illegal substance.
Yeah.
While at the back, you find the illegal 225 milligrams.
It's the illegal strength of these products that is their selling point.
You see how deep it is? You see the land?
Yeah.
All up to the end there is tramadol. These are 442 cartons of tramadol of an ongoing case at the moment.
The drug importers constantly change the brand names, the packaging, and even the chemical formula to try and outwit the NDLEA.
Some of the packaging are very appetizing. It shows you apple or something, and then it is easily concealed and sold as a normal drug.
People just look at the apples and royal and they think this is
tramadol,
opioid.
Yes, yes.
Since Nigeria cracked down on opioid imports, more and more of these drugs are being smuggled across the border from neighboring countries.
These shipments came in through Ghana, through the borders. They have been tracking him for 5 months.
Would you say that the route between Ghana and Nigeria is becoming more popular in the last year or so?
Definitely, it is.
And these kind of opioid products, would you call the people who are manufacturing these legitimate pharmaceutical companies or kind of like narcos?
Definitely, I'll call it what it is. We're having a problem coming in from another country. It has become a big menace in Nigeria.
And which country is that?
India.
Yeah. In Nigeria, I'd seen the damage caused by high-dose opioids packaged as legitimate medicines and sold illegally on the streets. Now, back home in India, my task is to find out who is making them. India's flourishing pharmaceutical industry is a good place to start. I'm heading to a trade fair where Indian pharma companies market their products to customers from all over the world. In the last few decades, India has become a global force in the pharmaceutical industry. Indian pharma companies often produce cheap, generic versions of medicines that have fallen out of patent. These medicines have saved millions of lives and earned India the nickname, the pharmacy of the world.
Generic, we are number one. To lead the world, we are really having a lot of entrepreneurs. They are looking to expand their businesses in pharma. And there are a lot of big players, they are working in this industry. That's why we can serve the world.
There is a large African delegation here. Africa is a crucial market for Indian pharmaceutical companies, accounting for almost a fifth of their exports.
How did India become such a natural partner for West Africa?
It's always countries that you know that they've done business in the past. Regulatory authorities have also done a lot, and they've made sure that goods that are being exported into our country are of good standard and of good quality.
The Indian pharmaceutical industry is now the envy of the world. Its exports alone have been valued at nearly $28 billion a year. They've almost doubled in the last decade. But could this rapid growth provide a hiding place for bad actors producing illegitimate drugs? I'd been told that opioids were being smuggled across the border into Nigeria from Ghana. So I made contact with journalist Yaya Masuhudu. He's based in Tamale in northern Ghana, a city that's been hit hard by a recent rise in opioid use.
I was born and bred in Tamale. I've spent almost all my life in Tamale. These drugs are destroying families, destroying young men and women with potential who otherwise would have been able to help in developing this country. The local chief is so concerned that he's given the go-ahead for a citizens' task force. Its aim is to find opioids on the streets and track down the dealers.
I'm Zike, and this is Chairman Jamal, Operation Leader.
Zike is a local radio presenter and a leader of the task force.
It's made up of. Our intelligence doesn't come in a one particular mode. Sometimes based on tip-off, sometimes based on the inhabitants of that particular village, sometimes a parent of the addicted children. They will give us the information. It will lead us to where they are selling it.
Also leading today's raid is Bikoko. He runs a bakery in the center of Tamale.
The Food and Drugs Board, they are the supposed authority to fight on it. And they are not. So what do? We have to try all our best as a community to see the best we can do. That is what we are doing. We are aware those addicted to it, they are our brothers. We need to rescue them.
We are getting close to the location. They'll be raiding the place to see if they can get some of the drugs. Today's tip-off has led the task force to one of the ghettos, the poorest neighborhoods in Tamale.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. What is happening right now is the task force is here to arrest the drug dealers.
It's those off.
It's an addict who has taken the drugs.
This place is being invaded by the drug peddlers. Both the dealers, the tickets, everybody is here. So that's why we are here this afternoon to see their source of where they are getting the drugs. Just the corner there. So you wrap it this way. I don't know anything. He just came and said that he's coming. Ask this guy. I'm just sitting with him. I swear I don't deal drugs.
This is what they found here with just one raid. Yeah. This is what happens almost on a daily basis with the task force. Yeah.
The task force detains several men who are found with opioids on them.
So, annually, I found a kanja de pool. Ula Karasonga. Was okay,
no vale, maybe Niger, no vale, Haka, Niger, Kakuya, Pinch, no vale, Nible, Jabla.
Tumba.
The task force takes the suspected dealers back to the chief's palace to continue the interrogation.
The main idea behind the interrogation is to get to find out who the suppliers are. The chief adjudicates the matter and someone is found guilty. The person is fined some amount of money.
After everything, we're going to ask this guy, the yellow guy, a question because the quantity of the drug it was holding is much. There's a little bit massage, you know, before you tell me the truth. You know this medicine. So who will be your supplier? You don't know the supplier? You see how you disgrace yourself to this low? Look at kids are watching you. So you want to destroy people's children. Do you have a wife? Do you have a wife? How many children? You are lucky today. Today is my good day. You are lucky. Don't call me Mr. Jamal. You are proving me what?
The man in yellow is just a small-time local dealer. But who is at the top of this chain? Who is making these tablets and shipping them by the millions into Africa? This is what the task force seized. This packet is all we've got to go on, but it does offer a few clues.
Hi, it's Robbie.
Hi, Aya. Good to see you.
Did you get the photos I sent you from the raid the task force did the other day?
Yeah, I have them pulled up on my computer now.
The product is called Tafrodol. The Ghanaian FDA have confirmed to me the product is illegal in Ghana. It's made of two substances. One is called tapentadol. The other is carisoprodol.
Then I can also see that it says made in India. And if I zoom into the corner, there's a logo with an A and a leaf.
It's important to look into that and to find out who is responsible for bringing the product into West Africa. The task force is trying to catch the traders and smugglers, but it's the source that needs to be stopped.
So let me start there and I'll get back to you when I have more information. So what exactly is Tafrodol? The packet says it's made of 2 ingredients. Tapentadol, an opioid like tramadol, but twice as potent, mixed with carisoprodol, a muscle relaxant so strong it's banned in many parts of the world. This cocktail appeared on the streets of West Africa soon after the Nigerians banned the general sale of tramadol. So is this new formula a way to get around the new laws? And is it even safe to mix these 2 drugs into a single pill? I've come to see Dr. Lekant Shukla. He's seen firsthand the devastating effects opioids can have.
These are one of the most dangerous drugs around, where overdose, the first injection could turn to be a fatal injection.
Could you please tell us a little bit about this combination of tapentadol and carisoprodol and what effect it might have on the human body?
So this is not something that's licensed to be used in our country as yet, because what it's going to do is you are giving the effects of opioid, and one of the effects of opioid is getting very deep sleep. It could be deep enough that people don't breathe, and that leads to drug overdose. And along with that, you are also giving another agent, carisoprodol, which also gives a very deep sleep and relaxation, opioid-like effects. So I'd say it sounds like a very dangerous combination.
Does the combination of the 2 molecules in tafrodol make it more susceptible to addiction?
It definitely does. It definitely does. When somebody takes opioids and also takes a sleeping pills or muscle relaxants, they will get a stronger high if they were taking it to get a high. They are more likely to, get addicted faster, develop more severe withdrawal symptoms when they try to come off it. It's a fairly painful experience to go through.
Do you know of any clinical drug trials or medical studies that have talked about the efficacy of this combination?
Not that I came across. I cannot understand why one would make this. It does not sound like a rational combination.
What might be the logic of sending high dosages of tapentadol to countries like Nigeria and Ghana?
I cannot fathom.
It appears that the manufacturer of this dangerous drug cocktail is packaging it to look legitimate. But who is manufacturing it? The photos Yaya had sent me showed a product called tafrodol. When I put tafrodol into a search engine, the top results shows that the brand name tafrodol is registered to a company called Aveo Pharmaceuticals. When I look for Aveo Pharmaceuticals, their official website shows up, which actually details their products and manufacturing practices. It looks like a legitimate company, but it's the logo that really catches my attention. This A with a leaf, this is the same logo that Yaya found on the packets of tafrodol in the ghettos of Tamale. I wanted to cast a wider net researching tafrodol and see where else the products might show up. I found that teenagers in Côte d'Ivoire are mixing tafrodol with an alcoholic drink called vodka. And there it is, the same logo. Aveo Pharmaceuticals. It's not just Côte d'Ivoire. Even in Ghana, I found reports of tafrodol being seized by the police. When I zoom in, there is an A which looks like the A from Aveo. In the same seizure is another product, Tima King. In the corner of that box, the same logo, Aveo Pharmaceuticals. We also send out researchers in Nigeria to see if they could find products with the Aveo logo on them. And sure enough, they came back to us with Tafrodol XX, which has the same composition, and on the packet, the same logo. Tafrodol caps in Cote d'Ivoire, Tima King in Ghana, Tafrodol XX in Nigeria. All products containing the same cocktail, all products found on the streets of these countries seized by the police for illicit use. And from what I can tell from the evidence that I found, they all seem to be made by the same company, Aveo Pharmaceuticals. Aveo's website says the company is run by 3 men, probably all relatives, since they all have the same surname, Sharma. But the guy who manages the factory is Vinod Sharma. We want to find out whether Aveo's top management are aware of the devastating impact their product is having in West Africa. An undercover operative agreed to go inside the factory, posing as a businessman looking to supply opioids to Nigeria. Aveo agrees to a meeting. It's a 2-hour drive to their factory on the outskirts of Mumbai.
On the day of the meeting, there were 3 of us who went in. Come on, gentlemen. Come on. And myself, a partner of mine who broke at the meeting, he's Indian. And the third person is the bodyguard that traveled with me. Hello, ladies. We're here to see Mr. Sharma. Thank you.
The director of Aveo, Vinod Sharma, greets our team personally to discuss the deal.
Okay. So, so nice to see you. Can I present and his assistant
Before getting down to business, Sharma takes them on a tour of the factory.
Sealed. Very state of the art. So anything you bring here? Yeah, mixing there. Wow, first impressions. He came across like a shrewd businessman. Mixing here and drying here. He actually showed us that the factory is certified by the World Health Organization. That cemented the impression of the world-class standard that the factory presented to us when we visited. So what is this brand? Super Oil. Super Oil. Super Oil 225. 225. Okay. This is for the Tafrodol. Yeah, this is Tafrodol. Cotton butter. Super Oil. And this is all for Tafrodol. Yes. Wow. You guys are doing really massive operation. Yeah, 5 million tablets. You know, it's amazing. India has everything. Every raw material is all India. There's a big farmer.
Back at Sharma's office, it's time to talk business.
Thank you.
This is sample pattern, capsule, tablet, everything is separate. This is brand name.
Brilliant.
This is
Yeah.
Capsule.
So this is
Tafadol capsule.
Combination of
Demand is very high nowadays.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
The damage is high. So it is a combination of Carisprolol and Tapentadol and Carisprolol.
The packet of Tafradol is instantly recognizable. It's exactly the same brand that the task force in Ghana is seizing off the streets. It's the same brand intercepted by Ghanaian police. It's the same brand the kids in Côte d'Ivoire mix with alcohol to improve the high.
Your company, brilliant. This is our brand. Yeah.
It's a brand.
Vinod Sharma produces a range of products, all containing the same dangerous drug combination.
T20 is stronger than China.
This is Super Oil. It looks just like the Eveo product our journalists found for sale on the streets of Lagos. This is Steamer King, the same product seized by the Ghanaian police in early 2024. Vinod Sharma also showed us many more opioids that look remarkably similar to products found by the authorities across West Africa.
Yeah.
This is also active material is the same.
Actually, all but different packaging.
Brand is different.
But let me confirm. This Tapentadol is 225.
Yeah, this is a high power.
This one is 250 milligrams. So
Means active material is 250.
250.
Yeah. This is very powerful. Capsule tablet is very powerful compared to the capsule. But rate is very different. Double rate. Double power.
This is a double power.
Double power, double rate. This is a low.
Told me about how they came up with the opioids that they make, the combination of the carisprolol and tapentadol as a reaction to government crackdown on tramadol, which they used to also make. They also had a clear understanding of the global shipping business, the logistics of the operation.
By air is not possible nowadays because government is looking very strictly, and you can supply by the sea, but another port, not Lagos, another Ghana and other, and otherwise police can arrest, capture the container.
Clearly, he knew that what he was producing was illegal. He knew that what he was doing was wrong, but the fact that he was willing to talk about producing the opioids for me, and branding the opioids for me, and shipping the opioids, to West Africa for me. All of that spoke to a businessman who was willing to take a lot of risk.
Hey, I can clear from our custom, means India. You can clear from your side. Every client working like this.
These are all your products.
Yeah.
You make all of this.
Yeah, you are making here.
So we have come to the right place. Correct. We have come to the person who actually owns the idea and invented. Wow.
Yeah.
So he explained that Avio's research and development unit came up with this, dangerously brilliant idea of combining carisprolol and tapentadol.
We have more than 50 staff here.
Yeah.
They are the team to research, like this scientist discovery, which product is means suppose this is settled, this is scientist can mix with each other and make a new product.
Let's see what you do.
Yeah.
Now, Sharma gets to the nub of the deal.
Do you have local market in the Nigeria? We can supply these materials.
So we do. And our plan is to sell to young people. 16, 17 year olds, we find out a whole lot of products, right? And like you said earlier on, the product, Tafradol, has really replaced tramadol in the market.
This item is Tafradol is a painkiller. But suppose you can use the 2 or 3 tablets in the one time, you can like this relax.
Yeah, this is what the kids like. That's what they like. Gives them that high.
High.
High means high.
You are manufacturing for the health, fitness, but they are misuse of the
But they are using it for something else.
This is very harmful for the health. But
very harmful.
But customer cannot understand. He wants relax.
He wants to relax. Yeah.
Any medicine can misuse. This is very harmful for the body. But nowadays this is a business.
Business. It's business. Yeah. That's it. Of course.
Like this.
Of course. What was going on my mind when Vinod Sharma admitted what he was doing? Nigerian journalists have been reporting on this opioid crisis for more than 20 years. Finally, I was face to face, not with some local dealer or transnational smuggler, but actually one of the men at the root of Africa's opioid crisis.
Catching market, slowly.
Okay. One of the men who actually makes this opioid and ships it into our countries by the container load.
Look like
one of the men who is profiting by hurting our people. He knew the harm he was doing, but he didn't seem to care. It's depressing watching someone who produces these opioids speaking about it and describing it simply as business.
In India, any drug made only for export must comply with the requirements of the importing country. But Aveo sends Tafrodol to Ghana, where it's illegal. Ghana's drug authorities confirmed to us that there is no way this product could ever meet their import requirements. By shipping Tafrodol to Ghana, Aveo is breaking Indian law. But they are also working in a system which is failing to enforce the rules. Indian authorities, we're told, pay little attention to pharmaceutical drugs not sold in India.
The checks and balances on the imports are far more stringent than for exports. And that is one of the areas which I feel that should be regulated more so that misuse of export and misuse of these channels is not there as far as pharmaceutical drugs are concerned, which can be abused.
Thank you very much for your time. Yeah, I didn't do that. Nice meeting you.
The amount of money made out of such activities and the confidence they have got that they will get away with that is what creates these type of clandestine work.
I sent the secretly recorded footage to Yaya.
Any medicine can be huge. This is very harmful for the body.
I think it's criminal.
But nowadays this is a business.
Business. It's business. Yeah. It's business.
Knowing that these things are dangerous to the health of people, but you want to put it in the market for people to get access to it, just because you think you can make a lot of money from it. I think this is wickedness.
Now we'll expose a Tafrodol manufacturer in India. We had to find out how these drugs are getting into Ghana.
We are close.
We found evidence that a company in the capital, Accra, has imported millions of these pills.
Oh, this is it. You can see Samos Pharma written.
This is the company which, according to customs data we found, is importing harmful opioid-based pills into Ghana by the million.
I'm not very sure that these guys are going to be friendly and whether they will allow us to film.
This is the evidence that led us to Samos Pharma. Export data showing Samos listed as the buyer of tens of millions of unlicensed opioid pills with brand names like Tafrodol and Timakin. This document, for example, shows a shipment of Tafrodol, the same pills the task force are finding on the streets of Tamale. It was sent to Samos by Aveo Pharmaceuticals in Mumbai. Another document shows Samos receiving a shipment of a similar product, Timakin, worth over $126,000 from an Indian company called Westfin International. Looking into Westfin, we found the board of directors. And among them, a familiar name, Vinod Sharma. We have seen evidence of dozens of similar consignments worth many millions of dollars. According to one export data website, Avio Pharmaceuticals is the leading supplier of tapentadol in the world. And third on the list, Westfin International. What we still don't know is how they are getting the illegal pills through Ghanaian customs. I arranged to meet the head of the Food and Drugs Authority for the northern region of Ghana at their headquarters in Tamale to see if he could tell me.
We have information that some of these products manufactured in India are imported into the country, and some pharmaceutical companies may be involved in their sale. Do you have such information?
There's no chance. Because the system now is no registration, no importation. If we are talking about established ports or points of entry, it's not likely that we will have unregistered products coming through such points of entry. But we cannot discount any such information that comes to our attention, because we have a system where the perpetrators of crime will always find a way to override the system.
Okay.
In Tamale, it's left for groups like the Citizens Task Force to tackle the opioid crisis. They've had a tip-off that a dealer is operating from a house in the suburbs.
We are getting close to the location. This is the place.
No, 4 boxes, man. I need 2 boxes. No, 3.5. 3.5 boxes.
More of Vinod Sharma's Tafrodol. It's a constant battle to get it off the streets.
Tax force no more. I'm quite tempted to buy them.
That evening, the task force gathers in a local park to burn the drugs they've seized over the past few weeks.
We are burning it in the open glare for everybody to see. So it sends a signal to the sellers and the suppliers. If they get you, they'll burn your drugs. Then that means this particular business is not a good business or one to engage in.
The people in my town are doing what they can to help the opioid users by taking the drugs off the streets. But our investigation has shown that the company making these opioids is supplying the whole of West Africa. This fire has destroyed just a few packets of Tafrodol. But in India, the production lines are making these pills faster than we can burn them.
feeling super fine. Let's go, don't got no time, yeah. Turn it up, I'ma strut my stuff. You see me walking on the block, can't get enough. Like, nobody can touch me. They wanna be like me, but I got no mercy. Get up, get up, get up, now let's go. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta
Play me for it.
It's go time. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. Call me. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. Now let's go.
Beautiful.
Get up.
Wow.
Decent cross. Hoyland going for it. Out towards goal. That's a superb finish.
When it's go time to supercharge your hustle, make it go time for GoTV.
Get up. Now let's go.
Love it.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline, and I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
For social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
DSTV means choosing.
Amazing acting.
Best friending while streaming.
Front row at the gaming and super fanning while on the going. Winning. Binging and blockbustering. While others are white ricing, you're jolloffing.
This looks so good.
With something for everyone, anything is possible when you're DSTVing. Start today with all sorts of packages to match your...
When the stars come out, Ghana Weekend turns up the lights. From the hottest red carpet moments to the wildest after parties. And for all your celebrations, anniversaries, and unforgettable moments, if it's happening, we're there. First, fast, and fabulously. Your front row pass to Ghana's A-list lifestyle is just a click or a channel away. GhanaWeekend.com and Ghana Weekend TV, where fame meets the fans. Promote your next big event with us, because when you party with the stars, the whole nation of Black Stars should know. Visit GhanaWeekend.com, watch and subscribe to Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube. Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle at GhanaWeekend.com. On X at Ghana Weekend, on TikTok, Ghana Weekend, and on Facebook at Ghana Weekend. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, all access, all glam, all yours.